Greetings, body jugglers. This is Satek Ananda from the Body Juggling Zendo here in Dallas, Texas. And I have teacher training student Wendy.
Yes.
And she's going to be teaching her second solo session.
Correct.
And we switched people because of a schedule conflict. So I taught
Kim. Jackie.
I taught Jackie first time,
right.
And then you're going to teach her.
Right.
So you know she's teaching you tonight,
yeah,
right?
totally.
Okay, awesome. So what did you say you felt in the days after your last session?
I felt extremely sore for the next 4 days.
And where did you feel the soreness? Oh, good. Okay,
right
so it was
there.
cool. Okay.
In your core.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good.
In your core for 4 days. Nice. Booyah. And did you notice anything else in your life that was different?
Not really.
No, she had pretty good balance already, didn't she?
Yeah.
She learned all the balance stuff pretty quickly. She has relative flexibility. You're young, aren't you? You're like.
Yes, she is very young.
What is she?
18, 19.
20.
Oh my gosh, sorry. Forgive me for thinking you're younger.
Everybody's flexible at 20. You know, so you don't really.
I keep thinking you're my daughter's age, so.
You don't really appreciate things like yoga at 20, but.
I don't even know how old Kelly is. I keep thinking he's young.
23.
Okay, the side chat anyway. Back to
Thank you for coming back though, and so do you have an idea of what you're going to take us through
yeah, I do.
tonight?
Yeah.
Good. And you got to see me go into the 2 second sessions,
right?
And do you have any questions about what you're in store for this evening?
Yes, what am I doing today?
Well, we are going to go over the basic principles of what you learned in the first session, and then
Okay.
we're just going to go a little bit more deeper into it and learn some new movements. Yeah. So, do you remember? It's been a while since you've been on the bar, so.
Yeah, I did the leg thing, and
Okay,
then I
so
went
you-
like that.
Okay, good. So.
The leg thing, I went like that, I was up in the air. I love that. Great description. Great description. Okay, well, let's hop to it then, and you take care of business. I'll throw in some music in the back.
Perfect. Trying to make you younger. I guess I still think of Cody as a baby. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, I say, is ball placement, and you look pretty good for where your ball is. Scoot your booty up to the center of the ball, start off with. And then we're going to start off with, like we did last time, you're just going to find your balance, and you're going to just slowly take your hands off and see where you are. Good. That's 1,000 seconds. That's good. Good. You're remembering the hip movements and things. So
I have
that's
to move
good.
the way you're going.
Okay, so let's do it again so we can get longer than 10. You can stand it all in. I'm going to let you. Good. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and continue. We're going to get our hips ready. So you're just going to do rock side to side. The hips loose. About 5 times. And then you're going to make it fat. Now we're going to go faster. Okay, we're timing.
Talk about her heart.
Keep your heart still up. And you're just moving your hips. Keep your heart as in the bottom. Now front to back. Pelvis. Second to the heart. Center. Good. Now you're going to combine all that and make circles. Good. Now reverse. And now come back to center. And future video on the ball. You wouldn't necessarily move the ball, but just future video on the ball. Now, remember hip stall? You're gonna go up on your hip. You're just gonna stall onto your right hip. No, you're just up on your hip. It's hard enough to take off. You're just coming down on your hip, your right hip. So, yeah. Not so far. Come up a little bit because you're gonna keep your belly button in the center over the ball. And you're gonna find your balance with the hip stall. Perfect. Yep. Exactly.
I always describe it as halfway down.
Yeah, halfway down, so you're gonna come up it. Now, you're gonna take this and keep your balance. Good, we already did that, so let's keep your hand off, find your balance, and then you're gonna switch. No, just one. Now that's some good. Switch, sit down and look good. Do that a couple of times to find your balance. Good. Now come back to center. Now you're going to do the side, to the side kick. Head. Next down. Pretty good. I'm going to keep it down. Sorry. Good. Looks good now. Down again. On that center. And up. Good. I'm going to do chin, up and down. Good. Good. Three more. Good. 3, 2, 1. Now back to center. Find your center, and you're going to come back down into your side, and we're going to do leg lifts. Did you do that last time? Leg lifts? Okay, so back to your side kick.
Go to my side.
Just row. And you're going to bring this leg down, both legs, and you're going to have up, both of them. You're going to keep this one. And then you're just going to bring it towards the floor and up, like you're working your obliques. Yes? Go down for the feet and good. 3.
Touch foot with the knee.
Oh,
There you go. 4.
oh man.
Yeah.
5.
I like that.
6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Do 10 more.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Come on, 5 more. 5. 4. 3. 2. Keep the center. Good. Up. Yay!
Now, don't kill her, because remember she said she was sore 4 days after what she did last time.
Okay, so now you're going to do the knee on this side, the hip stall on this side. So you're going to find your balance. Remember to keep your belly button center. Yeah, and stop it. Now, look, come up a little bit more. You don't need to go down as much. Right now, you're going to take one hand at a time off. The balance. And one side's always going to be harder than the other. Good. Okay, back to center. And then you're going to do side kick to this side. Find your balance. Pretty good. Come stay there. Get on that. You're going to shift. Feel better, more stable?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like I'm more twisted back and off.
And up. Back up and sit again. Do you find it easier to position them from, like, to see where if they're bed and back, from sitting back versus in front of them? To see where
Say
they're.
that again?
Do you feel like she said, she feels like she's in the back of the ball, so do you feel like it's easier to see the positioning from the front or the back?
Depends on
What's going on?
what movement you're looking at. Obviously, that's better to look from the side,
Right,
because then you can tell, and most people are too far back on the ball, but she
right,
said
which is
she's
what she
feeling.
said, yeah.
But what needs to happen is her tailbone needs to be over the center of the ball while she's sitting there. Right now, her tailbone's
It's
back.
right.
And so when she goes onto her side, her tailbone's on back, it doesn't be too far on the back. So,
You have to center of the ball.
yeah,
Now, that's your psychic.
and now she should be more centered.
Yeah, that feels a lot better.
Okay, now you're gonna do 10 reps of that. Even that, center over. 1, 2,
Her core's going too far that way. So,
and slow it down, a little bit, come back and slow it down. I think you're trying to go too fast, picture. Yeah, okay, now, slow control. Don't move your hands. Yeah, now, up. Do you feel the difference with that, when I pushed your core a little bit
you
forward?
want your belly button to stay right over the center of the ball as you twist, not to go that way. Drop your shoulder,
Like that?
pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, up. 5, 6, 7, you're coming too far off the ball. So stay center again, and then keep your belly button center. Yeah, one more. Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to show you how I would correct someone
Okay.
doing this, because if you correct it now, it's a lot easier. So what you're doing, go down to your side kick. You're doing that. Come back up. Now what I want you to do is do this. Go down to your side kick. Do you feel the difference of this being here as opposed to way down there? So I want that to stay here. Come up and down. Up. Yep, and down. Better.
So you would help them, the system going down versus letting them get in there and then like how.
Right, I literally held the
Okay.
core where I wanted it to be, staying over the center. And then once she feels it, then she understands it and keep herself there.
Okay. 3 more. Let's do 3 more, and then we're gonna do the leg lifts.
Nice.
Good. 1.
Okay, fall backwards.
Good. One more this time. You're gonna stall. You're gonna do the leg lifts from the 10th one. Okay. 2. Look, you're too far. That's maybe back. No. Is that those longer?
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, breathe. 10, 11, oh, you got 20, 13, 14, do one more, you're gonna come up and take a break. Come up.
I'm guessing the normal extent of your physical exertion is like playing a video game.
Yes.
Wow, you get a customer shirt.
Amazing.
Future.
Yeah, I was curious what subculture you consider yourself a part of. Are you a punk? Are you an emo? Are you a goth? Are you a like
I'm just a real big nerd person.
nerd? Just a nerd? Just a nerd geek?
Yeah.
Okay, she's a geek. Yes, I can see the gamer in her.
5, 4,
All of the new rage is the hot gamers. They have like hot girls that play video games.
oh, yeah, like that. Okay, now back to center.
Yeah, when I go to conventions, I actually like dress up and stuff.
Right.
I'm one of those.
Okay.
No trouble getting
Your
dates there, huh?
What?
I said no trouble getting dates there, huh?
Yeah, she was with Cody.
Yeah, no, he's with me all the time.
Okay, but scoot your ball a little bit forward. Booty crawl it up. Reposition the center of the ball. And then you're gonna do the fold. Yeah.
Forward fold.
Forward fold. And then you're gonna bring your pelvis like a pelvic rock up, just slightly good. And hold. Good, now back to forward fold. And up. Good, you're gonna do that 2 times, keeping your arms straight. A little bit more. Yeah, come up a little bit further. That right there. Yes. And that's 4. Good, 5. 6. I'm counting my head. As a trainer, I mean, when they count every rep, I'm trying to just teach myself how to do it. Good, 1 more. Good, now back to forward fold. Back to forward fold. Yeah, so now you're going to come a little bit more, your pelvis is going to come basically over here. So just keep
Keep my arms straight.
Yeah, arms are good. Like that. Yep, now back. Do that 2 times. Here, stop.
So you always want to use the names of the exercises with them, but never expect them to remember them.
Okay. You're coming a little bit too far off the back of the ball when you're coming down, so readjust yourself. Okay, good. Good.
That was your meditation.
That was great.
Where were you with Brother Jesus?
Yeah. Well, last night we did it. It was a refuge ceremony. It was really nice. Okay, so back to center. So now you're going to do a forward fold, and you're going to come all the way into the plank position. So you're going to come, the belly button's going to be basically center with the bar, and your feet are going to be straight.
Sorry.
Forward fold, and then come straight through.
In plank.
Yep.
Out.
Yeah, like that. Okay, and up. Finish that. Good. 9, 10.
Nice.
Nice. 2.
Pretend that your body is stronger than you think it is.
Good. 4.
That will literally give you more strength. What'd you say?
Breathe.
5. Oh, yeah. Good. And 4 more.
Scoot your ball back. Just doing a good job keeping our core over the center.
I'm pretending I'm a blue feather.
That's good. That will help you.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Good. 1 more. Good. Now back to center. And do you remember drip down? Did you drip down last time? So you're going to start in the forward fold, and you're coming into the plank position, and then you're going to just let your spine go over the ball, and then your legs are going to extend out. Okay. Good. Down. All the way down.
Nice.
Nice. Good. Yeah, so just hang out there, go side to side, let it stretch. Good. Now come back up the way you came. Perfect. 10 of those. Good.
Turn all the way backwards. Forward fold. Yeah. Nice.
That's what hard we're gonna talk from that up.
Yeah, that's right. It's awesome. Monster.
Forward fold. There you go. bring them down towards further before you plant them on. Just kind of bring them further down to let them slide. Instead of trying to plant, I think you're trying to plant. Yeah. Good. Like that. Perfect. 2 more. That's great. Good. 1 more. Now stay in this position. I'll come up here. You're going to do 10 leg lifts on this side and then your 10 leg lifts on that. So lift them up.
Lift this leg up?
Yeah. Like a leg lift. Yeah, further bring it up. You're bringing it up to about up here.
Oh,
And then down. 2. Very good. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Good, switch. 10 on the other side. Breathe. Okay, 1 more, then you're going to come back up. So you can. Good. Did you do Superman last time?
no.
Okay. So to get on your knees, you're going to come into the like an S shape, sitting on the ball. Does that make sense to you? Let me show you. So this is teaching you how to get up on your knees. Okay. This is correct, right? 'Cause I've never done this. I just watched you teach her. Is this correct? So then you come up, right?
Yeah, that's not the way I do it. Legs down, and you teach them to wrap the legs around as far as they can go, and then they wrap them all the way around the other way.
Okay, so you're going to stick.
Back and forth.
Right.
And then once they're used to that, then you can rock all the way under.
Okay, so you're going to do this and pass this under just right. Okay.
Your body goes down. Yeah. So I'm just wrapping my legs in.
Good, wrap your leg up. Yep. Good. 2. 3. 4. 5. Try to keep the ball as still as possible. I think you're trying to make your booty with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, no. The ball will
I'll show you
definitely
the
move, and she'll end up doing like a hip rock
Okay.
to get those legs all the way around. Because you want to really pull them all the way around here, like your foot needs to be all the way in your crotch, not right there. Pull it all the way
Yeah, right there. Okay.
yeah, even closer if you can. Yeah, like that, and then all the way to the other side. Yeah, and so the ball's gonna roll around as you're doing that.
So the ball does want to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my bad, 'cause I've never done this process. I'm working with Carolyn, so I just wanted to get this so I could see how to do it. Good, 1 more. So as you're doing that, you're going to bring them around just in that same movement, and you're going to come up on your knees.
Okay.
Okay? You need to, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Down. Come back down and do it on the other side. Opposite side.
Too much. Too much.
Good. Now, knee frog if you can, and position your ball underneath. Good. So now from here, you're going to just sit up on your booty up, and you're going to be up on your knees. Like, yeah, but now you want to, you're like, this is going to be like a tightrope, and it's not going to be good balance, so you want to spread your legs like a tripod. So now you want your knees to be like a tripod. Now come up, Like you're here, that little box here. You're gonna come up.
Sit up.
Just sit up.
All the way?
Yep, and then down. You're gonna do that 10 times.
Oh, man. This does feel like a tightrope.
You can actually probably spread your knees out a little bit wider if you need to keep your balance. There you go.
So what's your favorite video game girl?
Borderlands. Borderlands 2.
So now they got the artwork of it, not really sure what kind of game.
It's like a first-person
First-person
shooter. I'm actually good friends with the vice president of that company.
Really?
He's my customer.
One more.
Customer for what?
Lunch crackers.
Oh.
I'm assistant manager. Fire wheel.
Good. So now you're going to do.
Hold on 1 second. Any idea how I can fix that?
Oh my.
It's been, I tried to super glue it and it keeps whatever, but I just use it.
Well, that's not it.
That's an easy fix. All you need to do is just put a screw in there, and then you can replace that nice piece. It just needs a screw, and then you're replacing the tabs.
Okay, let's talk. Because I love these and they like, I just use them to keep my hair up.
That's funny. Okay, so now you're gonna do the hip rocks like you were like when you were sitting on the ball, side to side. And keep your heart centered just like if you were sitting. Yeah. Good. Now double time.
It's a lot easier to do it like this.
With your underneath, underneath. Okay, now you're gonna do back to forth pelvis rocks. Yep. Good. Now, using the hip motions and the up and down motions, you're gonna try to balance. So if you wanna come up just a little bit off your feet, and you're gonna try to take your hands off and balance on your knees. You might have to come up a little bit if you need to there. That's fine. Remember the up and down too. Use that. Nice. Nice. Good. So now come up on your knees like you were. Get your now stand a little bit closer, draw closer. And we're gonna do the progression to Superman. So you're here and you're just.
I'm shaking. Scared.
So you're here and you just come up here. You know, you're gonna keep your chest close to the bar. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Okay. 10 of those. Good enough.
Her butt should come down in between them.
Okay, so she's sitting down on her knees.
Yeah.
Okay. And up.
And extend back.
Okay. Just extend the knees back. Good.
You should be on that side of the bar with her so you can help her if she needs help.
Okay. And down. Sit back down. You're good. I mean, come down, up. And back. Good. Do 5 more of those. No, sit down.
Sit down every
Sit
time.
down every time, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Good. One more. And shut. Not a lot. Okay, so now you're going to come up and you're going to shoot your feet back behind you. So that same motion, and you're going to come all the way back into Superman. Like it's
Just gonna roll on my belly.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like that. So keep that on, that come back. Now keep coming. Now using that same motion, you're almost like a pull up. You bring your chest up and you're coming back up. Good. Lift your ball, and you're going to do that 10 times. Up. Good, and back. Good. pull up. There you go. Good. Pick the ball. Good.
Knees not so close together, shoulder width apart. Yep.
The ball's a little bit too pushed together. Now back.
I just like fell.
Yeah, you're flopping. You're like holding on for dear life
I'm
here.
scared right now.
And I'm here, so you don't even. Good. I'm not letting you fall.
Cody told me, he's like, I hope you hit your face in the bar today.
You just come in with a top later.
Asshole.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We're okay. And down.
I'm flopping.
You're fine. And then we'll fix that later. Right now, we're taking the motion. Just go down and how would you tell without flopping? How do you tell them to do that? How do you fix it to go gracefully?
Tumble up. Yeah, keep your chest forward, extend your feet away from you, and just let your body flow down. Yep. Good. Together. And then you can move right back down. Boom. Keep the ball back just a little bit. So the key is getting them to keep their chest and hips forward as their feet extend away. No. Come back. Chest and hips forward, feet extend away. Let your body get straight. Feet go away from you. Yep. Boom. Yep. And up. Yep. Good.
Now, sit. Sit your booty down. Now go ahead and get off the ball and shake that out. Just like shake it. Remember what time it is.
Do a forward fold or let the tension out of your back
Yeah.
and
What's the
forward.
time?
It is 10 after.
Okay.
So you got about 20,
21 minutes.
25 minutes.
Okay.
I like this one.
Yeah, that's really
Okay,
good.
so you did a split switch, right? You did a split, come into side kick?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to that one. Let's go up to side kick. There's your ball.
Shake you.
And then we'll try to shoot inward ball. Okay, side kick. Good, now roll over, split. Good. Up. Now your center wants to be there.
Shaking.
Ready? Now back to side kick. And up.
I can't help, I'm so shaky right
Fix
now.
the ball again, so scoot the ball back. Okay, side kick. Now switch hands yet. There you go. Yeah. Good. Now. Perfect. Good. Now back. Good. Forward a little bit too far back on that one, but it's fine. I got the one.
Straight legs and split out wide. Got better balance. Yeah.
Good. And back up. Oh, you're fine.
I'm so shaky. That's Superman thing.
And one more. And we'll run to the other side. Good. Now, okay. I'm going to reposition you. That's where you need to be. Okay. And now, back to the side. And then back up. And you
Maybe
can shake
I feel
it.
awful.
Get up and shake it out a little bit more. Do a stretch, do whatever you need.
My legs like won't stop shaking. I'm so weak.
Do some jumping jacks. Get in your rocky mindset. Only 20 minutes left. You can do it. You can do it.
No, it's like that, like that.
Several people have ended up shaking in the past week.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
Yeah.
not
Okay.
doing
We're
well.
gonna do, let's put it this way now, and then we'll start from here.
It's not an uncommon thing.
No, it's not. Okay, so I get to the. Good. Now, good, you need to hear. That should be a lot more stable, like that, and then that. Push Because when you're coming down to your split, you're shifting your whole body this way, and your arms are even moving, and that's what's causing it to be. It's going to be a lot easier if you keep that, your belly button center over the ball. Get into a solid position before you come back up. Come back up to there. Make sure that's a solid position before you start your split, because it's going to put you in the wrong position to begin with. Your core is going to be too far over. Now switch hand. Here you go. Good now. Does that go a lot better? Okay, and back up. And up. Good. Nice. One more.
I'm trying to resist my shaking.
Good. Okay. You're trying to switch your hand when you go under to the split, and that's what's causing your core to shift to the back of the ball. Keep your hands. Center and back up. Like straight ahead. No. You're fine. Okay. Yeah, good. Take it off, take it off. Okay, you're gonna come over here. I'm gonna take you to something I'll let you a little bit. Okay, so you're gonna stand here. Okay, you're gonna put your hand here in the center, and you're just gonna lunge with this leg, and you're gonna come up. Lunge. And come up. Okay?
On her jittery legs.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Arms center, like this. Yes, stand up. As much as you can. Now you're gonna lunge. Like you're gonna slide lunge and you're gonna roll the ball.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and up. You don't have to come that far down at the very beginning. Just halfway. You don't have to lay like
Killed the poor girl.
Yeah.
Like, my legs don't function right now. Okay, so. And then, yeah, like
Yeah,
that.
now
Oh,
come
my gosh.
up. 2.
I think you might be the first person ever rendered incapacitated by body juggling workout.
My friends are gonna love this video.
Now you're gonna shoot when you're doing this. Shoot forward, almost like you're shooting towards the bar, because you're starting to come out that way. Almost
Like that.
so.
Like you're actually reaching to grab that bar.
So stand up close, like you almost want your back touching when you start. So you're just kind of hitching over like this, and then you're lunging, like you're reaching, like you're reaching for the bar. So hinge over better.
Oh, wait, this leg's not too straight.
Good.
But she's not twisting with her torso. So stood out real quick. So you just showed her kind of half the movement,
Right.
and what she was doing is this.
Right.
And she's here, but what you need to do is this. So you're
I
twisting.
go on the ball.
You're lunging and you're twisting onto the ball here, like you're reaching for that. Okay, try that.
Well, in my mind, I was in a progression to get to that point, but.
Like, like that.
So you're here.
It's gone off.
You're fine. You're here.
Okay.
You're here. Like, that was hard for me to do when I'm not centered. So here. Looks like you're just rolling onto the ball.
Ball rolls all the way to your arm,
Right.
to your armpit.
Let's try that. Oh my gosh, okay.
Do one more and you're going to switch to the other side.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we do the other side.
Now the other side. Yeah.
I'm scared of it.
What are you scared of?
My knee is like failing on me. Like, it doesn't want to like give it in. This is harder. This is like the hardest thing I've done so far.
That's okay. If we tried to play Borderlands for 5 hours, our phones would creep up. You know, we would be like, oh, I can't do it anymore. And you could just like run circles around us.
Yeah.
We're all trained in specific ways.
Like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But remember, you're going to
Remember to reach
towards
toward
that bar.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I like your Pikachu noises.
Okay, so now you're here, you're here. You're gonna come touch the bar.
So I hold on to the bar while I'm
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let you grab it and you're gonna touch it. It's fun. Yeah. Roll over onto the bar, onto the ball. Like that.
It's a lot easier when I'm holding on to this.
Yeah, get that motion now. Okay, so now when you do it, see how my palm is up? You're doing it, the palm's actually grabbing it, you're doing more like this, so much good to have it in there. And coming back up, like you're really gonna go for it, grab it.
Here on the max for this, like.
We didn't do this with her.
Oh.
Yeah, this is different.
She did everything pretty damn good though.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But she's, you know, she's like a fitness badass.
Yeah. I'm not. Like that. Correct.
I'm gonna do it from the other side. Yeah, do it from the other side. You actually want to be centered.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to reach.
So, as you're doing your reps,
Yeah.
tell me why your boyfriend would say he hoped you smashed your face on the bar.
He's mad at me because I went shopping with him.
For what?
Going shopping without him.
Wow, most men would be very happy.
He didn't want to go.
So don't stop your reps.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I had to do two. He didn't want to go, and then when I got to the mall, he was like, "Why didn't you invite me?"
One more. Good. Now, take it
See,
back.
that's a lot easier when I'm pulling
One
on
off the ball. Take it back onto the ball. How much time do we have left?
About 10 minutes.
Like last time, it was a lot longer.
Say what?
It's a lot longer last time.
Okay, so we're just gonna stretch right now because you're kind of fatigued. So we'll go down into the fourth fold and just kind of rock back and forth. Just kind of have fun right now.
I need one of these in my apartment.
You can have fun in your apartment.
I have room for it. Big space.
That's the big challenge is the space.
Yeah. Get back up. Round back down to fourth fold. And relax. Back up. Good. And back down. Now when you come up, I want you to kind of like snake it up. Like right, yeah, just like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then chest to the bar, and then now back down to forward fold. Perfect. Then again.
Nice. Don't jerk back though, come back soft.
Good. Keep on, just relax. And really relax and go down to that forward fold. Get all the head, get the hand almost closer to the ball. Just really feel that. And then that. Good. Keep warm.
Yeah, I need to start going back to meditation.
You got it every Sunday.
Every Sunday? But that was Monday.
No Sunday. Sundays is about, well, 5 to 7, that's their main service. It's meditation and Dharma talk.
Where?
The same one you went to.
Oh.
Richardson Island. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about that one in Richardson? Oh, okay, you're talking about the Monday night one, yeah, that's the one, yeah. They changed the time, I think it's from 7:30 now. But yeah, if you wanna go, I'll go with you on Monday too.
Yeah, because I work on Tuesdays. So
Okay,
Monday.
I think we just have a couple more minutes, so let's just do booty rock, let's just have fun with it. Just practice your booty rocks. Like bouncing, like moving your ball to place and then moving it forward. Now move it backwards. Move it backwards.
Booty crawl.
What I say, booty rock.
Booty rock sounds to me like hip rock. Booty crawl, it's obvious that you're crawling over the ball.
I think I used the booty rock today, that word for some reason, that's all I was stuck in my head. Are you good?
Yeah, probably all of it.
Okay, so now we're gonna try one more thing now. Let's do it back of the fold, forward fold. And then you're gonna come up like you're in a plank. And you're gonna bring your feet up.
All the way?
Yep. Feet up, like that.
Oh,
Now
man.
that we have you rested up a little bit.
Yeah.
Now back to forward fold. Okay. Let's do this one nice. I just want to get a little break there. You have to keep your core over here. Now up. Good.
I don't like looking at my toes. I really don't.
Look at something else. Focus on your toes. Just toes.
No, they're square.
And make sure when you're coming, you're still keeping your core, because now you're going to go back. Now. Good. Couple more. Your core's coming back. You good. Nice. Get arms straight. Good. One more. Arms straight. Keep your core down here, trying to stay up, back up. Now, when I say push, I want you to try to push away from the bar. Okay, so if you keep your arms straight, when it starts to go, you feel, I want you to push. There we go. Center, let's get your ball centered first. Get in the right position. Okay, forward fold. Get into that. Now back up to the plank. Get up. Bring your chest up and up. Bring your head back up. You're going to have to get your chest over on this side of the ball. Okay? Then forward fold up. So forward fold. Now. Get up. Get your chest over. Push away from the bar and feet up. Feet up. Get up. Now back up. Back up.
Okay. That was really scary.
So when your chest comes on this up, so you have to push away from the bar to get yourself up. Okay? And you're gonna try to bring your feet.
So when my chest gets under here, now it's
Yeah, and you're gonna push. One more time.
push.
Push away from the bar. Push. Feet up. Yeah, good. Now. Good. We're going that time, right? Good, you're done.
Yeah, that's time. Okay, so you knew she was already tired, so you shouldn't take someone into a move that takes a lot of power and energy at the end when you know that they're tired, right?
Right.
So that's number one.
Okay.
You don't want to go there if you know someone's already got their butt kicked. Number two, you always want to end with something that feels good, that's successful, that's like whatever.
Right.
You don't want to wait for the most complicated move and then try to teach them it and then they fail, and that's how you end the experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I let you go just because I wanted to see if she'd be able to do it. I knew she wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know. So always end with something that is easy, that feels good. You started in the stretching and that was great, but then you went back to an exercise and a hard one, right?
Right.
Like just come down with the stretching. You can easily spend 5 to 10 minutes taking someone through stretches. I just did a whole hour session of stretches with Donna, so you can look at that for ideas. But everything else worked pretty well. The ending, you know, and then if you can see that someone's getting their butt kicked, try to sculpt the rest of the session around stuff that's not going to push them so hard, because psychologically she was already whipped.
Right.
And if you're not in the right place psychologically, you can't do upside down, strong, powerful gymnastic stuff, because the mind's going, what? What's up? What am I? And that internal conflict is going to come through the muscles.
My toe is curious. This one's all weird. It's little.
I don't see anything strange about your toes. What is that?
That yours? Yeah.
Oh, I hit.
I love this new shirt. I love it.
So what?
I love my new shirt. All right. That was
Well,
worse than the first session.
good job. Good job. Glad you lived. We have not yet had anyone that could not move after a body juggling session. But I'm glad you fought through it, and you did a good job. Everything was pretty clear. I helped you with a couple of things here and there, but that kind of thing will continue to happen. You don't regret coming, do you? Good. And you will have a little bit of soreness this time as well. Hopefully it won't last for 4 days. So the next step is taking 3 people all the way through Dragonfly.
Okay.
Now, you don't have the full understanding of watching the breakdowns for all of Dragonfly.
Right.
So you can do more sessions with me, and you either teach and I correct you, or me teach them and you take notes, or you can teach people on your own in your own time because you have a bar,
Right.
and then bring each of them to show me
Okay.
their Dragonfly.
Okay.
But it's 3 people learning Dragonfly. It can be people we've already worked with. It can be someone totally new.
Okay.
And when I say styled, I don't mean they have to do it like Shara.
Right.
You know, we're not trying to have them perform it. I just want to see that they've got it.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
How pretty it is not that big a deal, but the prettier it is, the better you'll feel about
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
You know, the more proud you'll feel. Any thoughts or questions about anything else this evening?
No, she did good. I'm glad you pointed that out, because in my mind I thought that was going to be something fun for her at the end, because that's why I was like stretching and let her kind of have some downtime to take her into that. But you pointed out obviously that was more
Right.
powerful movement.
Right.
And in
Now,
my mind I was thinking, oh, this is going to be fun for her. And this,
psychologically, where she's at, you don't want to go to, oh, look, here, try really hard. Maybe you can get this. No, come on. Like when someone's already like that's not, if someone's been enjoying it and they're sweating and they're like, yeah, what next? Then you can push them. But I would still have some cool down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have someone end on like a really strenuous and then you're done and thanks, go home.
Right.
I would have some kind of cool down, some kind of stretch. Very often do Tai Chi, you know, type movements, breathing, visualization. There's any number of ways to bring people into a soft Shavasana. I very often don't with teacher trainers because we're going through so much and then we got to talk to this thing and whatever. And so that's kind of gotten me out of my typical warm up and cool down that I tend to do when it's like a one-on-one, you know, session. But
working with Donna has brought that back up again because she loves stretching. And she's like, can we stretch a little bit first? I'm like, yeah, sure. I used to always stretch with people before I got into all of this teacher training stuff. So, but real good work overall. Your vocabulary feels pretty solid. You did some breakdowns. I don't even do, and I liked those, like the drip down breakdowns, having her do the small part of the movement. That looked really good, and it helped her get to really smooth drip down that felt real natural. And if she'd had socks, her feet would have been able to slide socks or leg warmers. So that was really good. And it was mostly stuff that I would have led her through too. I didn't go anywhere I wouldn't have gone, and I probably would not have done much more than that, if anything. So, good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Nice. All right, guys. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Like wherever in the blogosphere. Hit me up. Any questions, thoughts, and keep rocking it. Stay in your center and free yourself, yo. Peace.